Hello.
We got a bunch of questions off Instagram for our Q&A because we haven't really introduced ourselves on here yet. You've just seen a bunch of random vlogs. So we are going to answer some of your questions. You ready?
Try to, anyways.
Yeah, some of them are a little inappropriate, so we might not answer those, but
We'll get through what we can.
ready?
Yep.
Okay, so the first one is, how long did it take you guys to know that we were the one for each other?
Pretty early on. We met on Match.com, and man, after our first date, we were both pretty hooked.
Pretty smitten.
Yeah, from the get-go. So, yeah.
I think I knew like a weekend that
Yeah.
I was pretty sold.
Yeah, it was really quick.
It was fast.
It was scary fast, actually.
Yeah. City life or country life?
Country.
I hate the city.
I hate the city. I have to work in it too, so driving around in it all the time. I don't want to be in it anymore. So.
Too many people.
Yeah.
We like our space.
Definitely.
How many siblings do you both have?
I have an older brother, a twin sister actually,
Named Lindsey.
named Lindsey. Yeah, which is funny. Then I have a younger stepbrother who, not even really a stepbrother. I mean, he grew up with me really close. And then I also have two other stepbrothers. My dad got remarried way later in life. I was in my 30s. And she had two sons from her previous. So, yeah, so pretty much 3 stepbrothers, twin sister, older brother.
I have an older brother and a younger sister, so a lot smaller than his family. But my siblings and I are very, very close. He's close to his too, but I think I talk to mine more often, but that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
girl thing. What do you like to do as a family?
Definitely like to go to the cabins, which you saw on it was our first video.
Yeah.
We like to go to the beach, the zoo. Everything little kids like to do, we like to do.
Yeah, the kids are very outdoorsy kids. They like to get out.
Especially
so-
Wyatt. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and Amelia. Hannah's our homebody. She likes to chill at home.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll do things like Mario Kart, stuff like that on the TV, have movie nights. We're pretty low-key. We're not
Pretty easy.
super adventurous. We have little kids, so it's harder.
Yeah.
Favorite thing to do when you're not together? I think I know yours.
I have some other hobbies that I do. I like to disc golf. I like to play hockey, which I haven't played in quite a while. Those kids kind of, but I gotta get back into that. I like to snowboard. I used to wakeboard quite a bit. Still like that. Yeah. And you?
If we're apart and I don't have kids, I'm probably sleeping.
Probably.
That's my hobby.
Yeah.
To take naps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really do anything. Work on my business. That's
Yeah.
probably the only other thing I do.
Free
Mom
time's hard to
life.
come by.
Yeah. Who is more patient in their relationship?
Me, for sure.
I'm very stubborn.
Yeah.
I get mad very quickly. I'm working on it. But yeah, he's way more patient than I am.
I'm pretty low key, so.
Biggest pet peeves?
Again, I'm pretty low key, so not much bothers me. I don't think.
I think my biggest thing is Ryan is not the best communicator. I'll find out important topics because I hear him talking about them to somebody else. So that irritates me sometimes, but we get along pretty well.
Yeah, and no real things get at each other. So like pet peeves, yeah, I don't really think.
Not really in our relationship.
Mm-mm. They're like everyone's like that's boring.
I know we're pretty
We want some
boring.
drama.
Favorite movies.
Oh man, I could go on and on. I'm like a big
He
movie guy.
speaks in movie quotes. It's
I'm
the most
fluent.
annoying thing on the planet. Maybe
Yeah.
that's my pet peeve.
Maybe
Can't be
maybe
serious
that's it.
because everything has to do with quotes, or he'll start singing a song because of a word I said.
Mhm. Yeah, but Dumb and Dumber is one of my favorites. Also like movies like Tombstone's a good one.
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation's one I always watch. Man, I like a lot of the goofy Adam Sandler type movies. I
If you had to
think,
pick
Fight
one
Club's a good movie.
one movie,
I
what
can't.
would be your top
I
movie?
can't.
If you could only watch one movie forever.
I can't. I like so many movies.
I know one.
What's yours?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Yeah.
I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, so those movies are my favorite.
Yeah.
Outside of like nerd movies, I think My Big Fat Greek Wedding would be my favorite.
There you go.
It's a good one. What do you love most about each other?
She's sweet. Sweet, kind at heart. Just she's a loving, sweet person.
I try.
Always puts everyone else first. To a fault. Where I'm like, you have to do stuff for you too, you know.
Yeah.
So we're working on that.
He's patient. Very, very patient. And I need that. I need somebody who is understanding. I have a lot of anxieties. I get bad depression spells, and he just keeps going like it's nothing. It doesn't bother him when I'm in a rut or in a funk. He's just there.
It bothers me. It just doesn't affect me where I'm not
But you
there
don't
for
like
you.
freak out about it and tell me like just snap out. Like he lets me
No.
have my moment,
Yeah.
and then we just move on.
Even if I don't understand it, I try to be empathetic towards
Yeah.
her. So.
Any plans for more kids?
No. She would love more kids.
I just want one more. I want 4 kids, but he says no.
Yeah, we're done. We're good.
We'll see. There's
I
been
want-
no permanent plans, so
Yeah, no more.
it's up to God. Dr. Pepper or Coke?
I like them both. I'm unfortunately a soda freak.
I'm not. I don't drink a lot of soda, but if I had to pick, I'd say Dr. Pepper.
You know, I like them both. It's hard to say.
They're really not that
I do like
different
Dr.
to me.
Pepper though, so maybe that.
What's the one thing you love most about each of your kids?
Hannah is just a love. She's the sweetest, just most loving kid.
She's a very, very good kid. She's almost,
Yeah.
she'll be 13 this year. And, you know, we always kept fearing those teenage years, but she's not rebellious. She doesn't really smart off. She's just a good kid.
Amelia, on the other hand, she's the complete opposite. So Hannah's real dependent. Amelia, independent. She wants to do things her own way, at her time, at her speed.
Is that what you love most about her? Is
But
that
that's
she's
what I love
independent?
most about her. Yeah, is that she's very independent and she's not gonna get steamrolled by anybody. She does things, you know, which that's a thing to admire. It's hard to parent,
It's very hard to parent.
but it's
It'll serve her well in her adult years.
We always say that Hannah will change like people's lives, like individuals, and Amelia's gonna change the world. You know, she's gonna set the world on fire or change it. So, and then you know, Wyatt, he's so young. We're just starting to see personality come out, but he's a good blend of both of them, and he's a sweet, caring little boy.
He loves hard.
He loves hard, yeah. He's a real kissy, loving guy, Where Amelia's not. Amelia's I don't want to kiss kind of a girl. And then, man, Wyatt is just, he's a little boy too. He likes to play sports. He's crazy about all sports already. And he's just a different little guy, but he's still pretty chill.
He's very easygoing.
He's very easygoing.
He just goes with the flow.
I think he's a lot like me in that
yeah.
respect.
The girls definitely have more my personality.
Yeah, for sure.
How old are you guys?
Oh geez, how old am I? 39, right? 39. Yeah, I'll be 40 next year, in the beginning of next year. That's
I'll
fun.
be 35 in October.
Yeah.
Any pets?
Yes.
Kind of.
We have a
We
sucker
have
fish.
a pleco, algae eating fish. That's it. We had 2 goldfish for 4 years.
Yeah.
They were carnival goldfish, and they lived forever.
Hannah won them at a fair.
And then...
And they just didn't die forever, and then all of a sudden they both croaked
at the same time.
At the same time, huh? Yeah.
And then we got 3 neon tetras a couple months ago. They didn't even make it overnight.
Yeah, our water is so hard here that we didn't put enough chemicals in it. And now with her, the little pleco,
Francine.
we have to use filtered bottled water. We can't even use the tap with chemicals, so we have to use bottled water with chemicals. And she's trudging along now. She's recovered. She was sick too when the other 2 got sick and died, or 3 or whatever they were.
Well, she kind of went downhill after the goldfish.
Yeah.
Our tank just, I don't know, it went haywire. And then she got really sick after the tetras. But she's doing great now.
Yep.
I'm not an animal person. I know the kids and Ryan want a dog someday, but until I know that the kids can take full responsibility, not gonna happen. Especially not in the apartment. We just don't have the room.
Apartment's not gonna happen.
But I also have a dream of like living on a farm with chickens and stuff like that. But
go figure, right?
yeah, I definitely have to have more help because I just don't. Animals are not my thing. I don't understand that. How do you both handle arguments?
Well, I like to solve things right away. I don't like things to go past any time. And she likes to cool off sometimes, get back to it.
Well,
she wants to separate
I'll walk
sometimes.
away a lot because I don't want to say something I'm going to regret. And I know I'll say stuff to be mean, and I don't want to do that because that was the problem I had in my past relationship, was just lashing out to be mean to each other, and I don't want it to be that way. And we don't argue a lot, and we both fight to solve a problem. We don't fight to be hateful. I mean, it happens every once in a while.
Or fight to win. It's not a winning thing.
Yeah.
It's a let's resolve why we're both upset. Because honestly, in most arguments, you just both want to be heard, or at least validated or vindicated in some way.
Yeah.
So we try to go towards that, and
we haven't had a lot of like huge fights.
No.
We never, once we got together, we never broke up, and we never had any situation like that.
No.
We just talked it out, and we do pretty good.
It's one of the best parts, I think, yeah.
But I definitely get more crazy in fights than he does. I've only seen him like really angry maybe twice.
Got a pretty long fuse for such a short guy.
What are Ryan's hobbies? We kind of talked on it a little bit. But
Yeah.
what do you like to do now?
Roller hockey is still, was always my favorite sport. It's what I did growing up in high school and whatnot. Disc golf is pretty big now, especially as I get older. My body gets a little weaker. Disc golf's fun. I love to snowboard. Haven't been a little while, but snowboarding's always been one of my favorite.
Would you consider grilling a hobby?
No, well,
Because I like to cook, and I would say cooking is my hobby. I like creating
definitely
new
like to
recipes
grill.
and trying new things.
Yeah.
And you seem to be that way with the
Yeah.
grill and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And my
Fishing.
job,
We like to fish.
We love to fish. Yeah, it's one of our things too. And my job.
That's not a hobby though. That's your job.
I know. I guess so.
But you do it for family and stuff, like outside of work.
Yeah.
Were any of your kids a surprise?
Yeah, Amelia was. Yeah.
We hadn't been married very long, and we got married with just our families, and then we had a big wedding like months later. So in between that time is when we found out I was pregnant. I was like the last 2 weeks of
Sorry.
I was in the last 2 weeks of getting my bachelor's degree, so I was in the middle of finals, and I kept feeling like I was sick, but I had been on birth control, and I was like, this isn't normal. I told him I'm going to take a test, and he's like, you're not pregnant. Now we have Amelia.
She was.
Do y'all agree on how to raise your children?
Yeah. I think, well, a big part of it was by the time we were having Amelia, you know, we had already she brought Hannah into the relationship. And then,
He's not Hannah's dad.
Yeah.
Some people don't know that.
Some people don't know that, I guess.
I was married previously.
And so, really, I kind of was like following her lead on the parenting because she had already done such a great job. She was 4 when I just turned 5 when we started dating. And she was such a good kid. I was like, you know what you're doing, you know? So, as far as parenting goes, I definitely put my input in, how I wanted things to go, how I thought they should be, but I definitely leaned on her and followed her suit, you know? Followed her while still maintaining the head of the household position.
We agree on like the big aspects of parenting.
Pretty much everything, really.
Well, I would say you're a little more free. Like, let them get hurt and learn the lesson, where I'm like, no, let me teach you not to do that so you don't get hurt in the first place.
Yeah.
So, like, that kind of stuff we vary a little bit.
I think you need both of those, though.
Yeah, because he does let them explore and, like, push the boundary a little bit more than I will. But
Yeah.
I'm also with them all day long, so I'm
Mhm.
like constantly wrangling them, trying to keep them focused, because we also homeschool and it can get chaotic. So he gets to be more free and fun because he doesn't have to do those small day-to-day stuff.
Yeah.
Is Ryan religious like me?
Yes. Yeah.
That was both important. That was important to both of us.
Definitely rely on our Christian faith for every aspect of our life. Yeah, and a huge factor in who I was marrying and who she was looking to marry. So
I think we emphasize that the most on our dating profiles.
Mhm.
That was,
like the top for both of us.
yeah, that was why I talked to him in the first place, because there were so many guys on there who just were not that way. Who's a better cook?
Grill, me. Regular cooking, you.
For sure. I don't know how to grill. I mean, I could probably do it
She
if I
could do
had
it,
to,
but-
but he doesn't do like vegetables and sides. He's the meat
It's
person.
like meat, and then there's other stuff we need too. You got that? Okay, cool.
I can cook meat and protein.
She
but
does in the oven and
I
stovetop. You
still get really anxious about it because I don't want to make people sick.
do. And I don't care.
But
No,
we
I'm
like
just
to
kidding.
cook. We like to cook together, so it really works out.
Yeah.
Why do we use oils? I guess it's more on me. I started in probably 2015, I think. I had been really sick. I was sick all the time. The doctors kept dismissing me, telling me it was all in my head, tried to put me on antidepressants, but I wasn't getting any better. So I started doing my own research, and that's how I found Young Living, and I started using oils a little bit here and there. But whoever I signed up with, because I didn't know anybody at the time using oils, they didn't have any resources or guidance for me. So I just kind of used them however the internet told me to. And then I got out of it for a little while, and then when I got pregnant with Amelia, I started using them a little bit again because I was really, really sick. So I was using things like peppermint, stuff like that, to try to help me feel better. And then when she was a couple months old, that's when I started the business. So I've been doing that for 3 years, and now we use oils more than
Anything else?
yeah, more than regular medication. Switched all of our products over to plant-based to reduce our toxin load on our body. We cook with our oils. We diffuse instead of using candles. It's better for you. That's why.
Yeah.
Are you both trying to get healthier?
Yeah. Of course. Isn't everyone, especially in your late 30s, mid to late 30s?
Yeah, but I mean, most people, especially if you follow me on Instagram, they know that I'm like on a health journey. Mine's, I think, more purposeful than Ryan. I'm like seeing a doctor for it and all that kind of stuff. He's eating better and stuff because I'm cooking better. So
Yeah, it's awesome.
kind of results
Kinda goes
in
together.
better health for him. Who's taller?
Neither of us.
We're the exact same height. Although
Well,
we fluctuate.
Yeah, it depends on the day. It depends on the day. We'll walk up to each other and go, oh, I guess you're taller today. Oh, I guess you're taller today. So yeah.
But my dad measured us one time and we were the exact same.
Yeah.
Although we figured out today I have longer legs
Yeah, and
and
I
he
have
has a longer
a
torso.
longer torso.
It's so strange. Do you have the same interest? Yes and no.
You have some, you know, some that overlap, and then some that, you know, like disc golf, she could care less for. Anyways, like we were saying, same interests.
Fishing, we both really like to do that
Fishing.
together. Hiking a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard with the kids to
Yeah.
do that kind of stuff. There's certain shows that we'll sit and watch together, cooking together. He's way more sporty than I am, though. That's where our interests get separate. He does the sport stuff. I don't do any of that. So yes, some things, but no, not everything.
But she does like hockey.
I like to watch you
Yeah.
do sports. I just don't participate.
Yeah.
What does Ryan do for work?
I'm in market refrigeration.
Keeps hot dogs cold. That's what
Keep
he
hot
tells
dogs
me.
cold for a living. Yeah. We maintain the all the markets and all the refrigeration. We do a little bit of HVAC too. Mainly we concentrate on in commercial and industrial refrigeration. So yeah, keep hot dogs cold. That's what I do for a living.
It's very technical stuff.
It's fun. Yeah.
He also is in school.
Yeah, I'm in the apprenticeship because I'm in the union, so local union here, and I'm in my last year, the 5th year.
Last semester.
Yeah, almost done, 5th year of my apprenticeship, and I've been in the trade for 6 years almost now.
Wow, 6 years already?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. So before that, I mean, right out of high school, in high school I took tech classes for telecom, and I did that after high school for quite a long time. Still have a lot of friends that are in the trade still that I went to school with, so had that under my belt. Kind of helped me when I got into this trade. I knew a lot of the low voltage wiring because we do a lot of electrical and wiring that goes part of the controls for the market refrigeration. So that kind of helped me and got me into it, and I could go all night with her. She's just like, blah, blah, blah. I get home and I just spew to her sometimes. And
But I do listen.
She does.
Some of it's way over my head.
I know,
but
and I could just keep going. So anyways, we're going to skip past that. That's what I do. I keep hot dogs cold. End of story.
Who handles the kids better?
Better? I feel like she does, but she has to do it all day, and I'm at work, so
I think we both go through our...
impatient times.
Yeah.
But
when
we
one,
step
when one of
up.
us is really frustrated, the other...
Jumps in.
Yeah.
I think you have to, because you have no other choice. They're your kids. What are you going to do?
But I feel like...
I think because...
I don't mean this to be rude, but you lose your temper quicker with them because he feels like they're disrespecting me, and so that's what upsets him.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Plus, he's tired and he's worked all day. The last thing he wants to do is come home to a house full of screaming children, but they're
But
toddlers.
they're my
so it
screaming
happens.
children. I love them.
My sister asked, when are we moving back to Texas?
It's in the works. We're very early.
Hopefully by this time next year.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Was it hard to become a stepdad?
Yeah. Yes and no. I mean, I couldn't have had a better kid to become a stepdad with, because, Hannah's just amazing. And it helps that her biological dad is not in the picture. I think if he was around, it would be a lot harder for me. But Hannah knows me as dad. I mean,
She's
I
never
am
really
dad.
met her.
Yeah. The donor.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't. I mean, she knows of him, but doesn't know
She
him.
couldn't pick him out in a crowd or anything.
No. I'm daddy. She's, since we got married, I've been daddy, and ever since. So.
But we dated for 2 years before we got married, so I feel like that gave you time to gradually step into the role.
Of course. Yeah.
It wasn't like immediately he now had this person to take care of, but
Yeah. There's a definite.
it's a big responsibility.
Yeah, it's a big thing, but I was ready for it too. I was definitely not shying away from it or anything. So.
Because we both had lived with our parents, so I mean, I had lived on my own before, but not with Hannah. So we all kind of did it together for the first time. So it was definitely learning on all sides.
Mm-hmm.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get over.